don't have to be beautiful to turn me on. I just need your body, baby, from dusk till dawn. You don't need it.
Welcome viewers back to Season 3, Episode 3 of Shark TV. Due to complaints from viewers, just one, we have to now refrain ourselves. This week, Burnside had their first win. Rah, rah, go Burnside. Who gives a stuff? Shark TV's back!
We're back, we're day!
Hey?
What a massive weekend it's been.
Mate.
I'll tell you what, this media caper, it takes it out of you. I can't wait to go to sleep tonight. We've had more interviews than bloody Paris Hilton.
I've had ups and downs and ups and...
What day is it? What day is it?
Oh, I'm not sure. I can't wait for the Logies this year.
Massive day, massive weekend. On the weekend, Sharks Park. No, we didn't. Where did we go? We went to Oaks Parks, JP's Faulkners.
Weren't they fantastic when we got there?
They just rolled the red carpet out for us.
And you know what? We like to pull a piss out of ourselves, let's be honest. But Oak Park, they embraced the entire thing in which we're trying to do here.
It was unbelievable.
And have some fun. Secretary's name? Pauline.
Just touched base with her on the Thursday and said, listen, if you don't mind, we're just going to swipe through, do some of our finest. And they were queued up. We had four of the lads. We had Dools. We had Jeff, the president. Dools, the VP. We had Lindsay, the escort.
The umpire's escort.
No, he's just the escort.
He's just the escort.
And then we had Mike Garofillis from Strathmore Community Bank down there. They just queued up, waiting to get on set. And as well as the girls, the ladies in the canteen. And Randall was in there too, helping out.
Randall.
Yeah.
It looks like he was going to cut a sway through them all, Randall.
Righto. We're going to start. Let's just go through the scores quickly, yeah?
Go for it.
We've got a big show. This is a special edition.
Burnside, 20 goals. No? Burnside. Favourite Div 2 club. Anyway, let's push on.
The 19s, we got three from free at Oaks Parks.
JP's Faulkners reserves.
19.5s, Hillside, 12,880. Defeated Oaks Parks, 7,850. That would be a 30-point margin if my calculations are correct.
Or 5 snags.
None listed for the best players.
No?
No. Davis, you just wanted to hook into a tinny. No time. No time to give any best.
Straight into the Carlton drought after the game finished.
Two mentions, though. I'll give you 2 mentions. Lovely to see Josh Claraminos back. He is a Hillside Marcus Bontempelli.
Oh, he is.
You remember him, don't you? You coached him last year. That's right. Yep. And my young neighbour over the road, Blakey Joannides, he kicked a goal there, Blakey. Good boy.
Good on you, Blake.
Very good. And that's about it. They won easy. Anyway.
Rezzies?
T-Homo.
Yeah.
Just take over while I'm away, will you, Robbo? Just look after the boys for me.
Bit concerned when old Thomo goes to Thailand.
Oh, it's so much so.
It's just so much he can come back with or without.
I think he's hopefully come back with his family.
Yeah.
Reserves, Hillside, 18, 15, 1, 2, 3. Oaks Parks, 10, 5, 65.
City 5.
Jolly boy.
Jolly.
How good.
Jolly.
He was Wayne Carey-esque. He was catching everything in the vicinity.
So he's kicked 6 from 5 kicks.
Yep.
Work that out, Joel.
Aidan Casser, our boy that's come over from Kilo Park, kicked 3. Donny, his mate, kicked 2. The doctor kicked 2. Jules, old man Cogs. And Nath Davis, he came up from the 19s.
Oh, did he?
Nath. We allowed to call him that?
What number did he wear? Number 6, maybe.
I reckon you're right.
Yeah, we could never work him out, could we?
No. Who's that bloke there? Mark Selv, big old Pop Tompkins.
Oh, Poppy Tompkins.
Poppy Tompkins kicked 1. Now, best player, Zaka. I watched the game. Zaka was awesome. Aiden gets a mention. Tiggs gets a mention. Joel gets a mention. And there's a bloke in the best players called A. Lancaster. Not named in the team. No idea. No, but good on you, A. Lancaster. Right. The big dance. The big show.
Just before we get into the good stuff of the big show,
yep.
I think it's time we showed our interview with old Lindsay.
Lindsay Warraway.
So Lindsay's beat it down at Oaks Park.
1991, if my memory serves me.
Done. Joe, drop this in. This is how we started our day down at Oak Park. Enormous.
Viewers, welcome. Shark TV. We're on set.
Where? Where are we?
Oaks Parks.
Oaks Parks, JP's Faulkners Reserves.
We are, exactly right. Now, last week, we were up at Craigieburn. Let's just do a little refocus. We're up at Craigieburn, DS Aiken. Rain, cats and dogs, cold as a mother-in-law's kiss. And the people of Oak
Cold,
Park,
yeah.
they've turned one on for us today. 23
Absolute doozy.
degrees, perfect weather.
And they played last week at Leo Deneen, that horrible name, Leo Deneen Reserve,
Leo's Deneen's.
Saturday night.
Yeah, and it
us
was
a
about -6. But anyway, listen. Now, we're on a bit of a mission here for our volunteers. Our volunteers for all our clubs.
I see one right behind us here, mate.
And his name is
Absolute
Lindsay
storm.
Orway, and he's going to come in and join us now.
Lindsay. Welcome, mate.
Hey guys, how are you? Is all good?
All good.
Excellent.
Now,
No, mate.
Lindsay, how long have you been involved at the Oak Park Footy Club?
Since 1991.
1991, okay, very good. And
You've
you,
always been an escort, Lindsay.
I've been an escort for possibly 20 years. Yes,
20 years as an escort?
yes. It's a great job.
Wow. It absolutely is. Now, Lindsay,
Now, Lindsay, does your wife know you're an escort?
I haven't got a wife anymore.
You're beauty.
now, Lindsay, I'm gonna throw a question at you, right?
Good, I'm
And I want you to think very, very carefully.
Honest answer?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We're honest on Sharks TVs. Your most favourite or the best player you've ever thought has pulled on the beautiful Kangaroos jumper?
Oh, gee, that's a bit hard.
We're on time.
I know. I reckon Blake Allbones.
Blake Allbones. I've got a story about Blake Allbones. Yes. He played against an opposition club that I was involved with, and we played Ross Smith on Blake Allbones. Thought it was the perfect matchup. Blake kicked 11 or 12, I think you're right. Smashed him, destroyed
In the
him.
first half.
Yes, that's right.
Now,
Lindsay, go
Yes.
We need to push on, mate, because you've got to get out there and get that umpire off the ground,
yeah,
mate.
especially that Alan Taylor. He'll find you, you know.
You'll pay a free kick against us just for interviewing you.
on. Yeah, that's right. Now, Lindsay, going to sign off. You got it? Signing off, Shark TV.
Shark TV.
To say, Lindsay cottoned on pretty quick. Do you think he cottoned on? We'll leave it for the viewers.
But you know what? That's the flavour of what you needed.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So well done. Good on you, Lindsay.
And we are not pulling the PI55 feeding. That's
No.
what we actually want to go and do.
Absolutely.
And I think, where are we next?
Couldn't tell you.
No idea. Oh, we're at the bye. We get a week off.
I reckon we'll win this week against Taylor's Lakes on Good Friday. This is round 3.
It's great. Pencil it in right now.
Do that.
But no, that was that. Lindsay set the tone.
Yeah.
Lindsay set the tone. It was really good. Right, the big show. The big dance. 16 Hillside Sharks 16-9-105 to Oaks Parks 11-9-75. The margin being 30 points even.
So that's 2 games decided by 30 points during the day. Not that we'll worry about that. Half time, close game. There's about 4 or 5 points in it. Oak Park had a shot early in the third quarter to put themselves in front. Did make the distance. And then we kicked the next 7 and just sort of blew the game. It was over.
I did have a
halfway through the.
little chat to the great man, the Cocker, today, being Sunday, and he wasn't all that happy as usual, but he was very, very happy with that third turn.
Yeah, and good to see Mitch Church out there.
The tuner.
Yeah.
The tuna man.
He was out
What
there.
a great man. Doesn't mind a beer either, just quietly
No.
or a song and dance on the table.
Well, it's funny you mention it because we had DJ Bingo obviously Saturday night, and if anyone out there is watching this from a different club, as
Yep.
Molly would say, do yourself a favour.
Do yourself a big favour.
Hit up djbingo.com.au. Alfie had the joint. Oh, it was going off.
It was pumping. It was absolutely pumping.
It was a real good night.
That's not. I mean, we're not just pumping up
No.
Alfie because he's involved at Hillside at all. But it's a fair dinkum good night. It was really good.
Different type of function.
Absolutely, and we try and
with
reinvent.
some-
Yeah, try and
bingo,
reinvent.
bingo with some songs. It's a great concept. His sidekick who comes up later on is.
Alfie won't be making any money because I reckon he's on about $9,000 at pop, isn't he? The Wiz.
Yeah, the Wiz.
So big tuna, the big tuna church. He kicked 4, magnificent. Geez, he's a pretty aggressive individual too. He laid some massive big hits and tackles.
And there was a young fella running around in number 17.
Was there?
Which it took me a while to work out who it was.
Right.
Ash's husband, but he was back.
Ash's husband did all right. He kicked 3. Ash's husband.
Yeah.
What about my boy Bootsy? Bootsy kicked 3. He's
He looked
all right.
really good too. Boots up forward.
Absolutely, he did. Little young James Macker, he is going a treat, James Macker. He's come out of the 19s, first year into the seniors, and he's going great. My man, Pertain. He kicked 2, but he sprayed about 3 or 4 in the first quarter, I
He
reckon.
kicked 2 goals, 12.
Yep. Wheelie Good, he was Wheelie Good too, Wheels.
Yeah.
And Big Beamer got 1.
And the best part about it is probably Beamer's worst game for a while.
I reckon he was pretty ordinary against Craigieburn, and he won't mind me saying that.
No.
But the conditions weren't suited to the great man.
But this is where the club's in the right place. You've got your recruited Church. He's kicked a couple. Ash's husband's kicked a couple, and Bootsy's kicked a couple, and Beamer's had a quiet day, and we still win by 5.
And we still win by 5, going away. Just put the shillelagh away. Now, best players, Jacko was very, very good. Jacksonville Pato, he deserved BOG.
Oh,
Okay, moving right along. Big Russ was there, and your man, Achy breaky.
He break your heart. For me, he was
Yeah,
Bob.
I love him. I love him to
He was
death.
really good.
Tuna gets a mention. Big Mitchy Tuna Church. He gets a mention. Wheelie Good was really good. And my boy Jakey B. We had a little embrace on Saturday night, me and Jakey B. We get along all
I
right.
bet your nose would have gone straight into his belly button, though.
Yes, just a little bit below. Anyway, that's magnificent. Now, listen, before we go, we have to mention our dear ladies. They rolled up to Boeing Reserve on Friday night under lights.
Just tell me.
Yes.
Did McIntyre kick a goal?
No, unfortunately, I can report not. But I'll tell you what, Monique Marizita. We'll just call her Mon.
There's finally a good footballer come out of the Marizita family.
Yeah, there's always going to be one.
Yeah.
But the Sharks, 1-5-11 to Strathmore, went down to Strathmore 7-7-49. Mon Marizita kicked the goal, and now this is the most important part. Nikita Wright, under 18, first year under 18, goes up and plays in the seniors and gets bog.
It's Bog.
Yep. Demi Houston.
Demi Houston.
You know, Paulie?
I do.
He was as rough as Hessian undies, Paul Houston. Tough. I was playing DJ Bingo with him on Saturday night.
Yeah,
He just
yeah.
slayed me. Yeah. Mon Marizita gets a mention, of course. Taryn Healy's also there. Burku Johnson gets a mention again. Sam Stanley, and of course, for no other reason but I can, Ashley Shalanda. She's running around in the number 7.
Yeah.
So he's gone.
So he's gone.
He's gone. Comes back and gets the 17. But no, at least Ashley, she
Doesn't deserve to wear the 7.
100%.
So which
Not
means
when
we've got
Ashley
2
is.
really good players now wearing 7.
We do.
Patain.
Oh, I love Patain. Righto. Scores are done. Where are we off to?
We're off next to see the our interview with Dools.
Yes, the VP.
The VP of Oak Park. He was a bit nervous.
He was
got through
cobblestones. He was hitting them.
Yeah.
Yep. Joe, drop Dools in for us, please. Okay.
Mate, he was an
Lindsay.
absolute legend. Lindsay.
Absolute Lindsay. And that is the sort of people that we're after. He's absolutely cut us way through them.
They're queuing up here.
They are.
Oak
There's a
Park.
queue. They're at the door trying to get him behind the
It's
camera.
what clubs like this are made.
Absolutely. Just a quick shout out to Pauline, who I believe is the secretary, who's organised all this. So thank you. She was a little bit camera shy, didn't want to come on. So thank you for organising all this, Pauline. Now, we're going to the top of the tree here.
The most important.
Well, he's sort of
person-
one rung under.
No, he's not, mate. Any bloke that can manage a bar at a local footy club, besides the escort that we just had, is number 1 in my books.
Absolutely, Peter Dawn. Dools, come in here, mate.
Come
Come
on,
in here.
Dools. Welcome, mate.
Dools, welcome, mate.
Hiya, mate.
No worries at all.
How long have you been around here, mate?
Too long? Probably 25 years or so.
You've been using that escort for the last 20 odd?
Well, I can tell you he's a very bad man, but we won't go any further with that.
No, I don't think this is a children's show.
I know, I can't say any more about that, I'm sorry.
Now, listen, mate, what do you think of the flavour change of beer in the last 20 odd years? You know, VB Tinnies and VB Stubbies with a go, Carlton Cold and all this low carb crap.
Mate, these players are kidding themselves, aren't they? Eh? I'll just drink anything that's put in front of me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mate,
Do you have in your fridge a drink, the ciders, the Dickens cider? Do you have one of those?
oh, no way.
No, I won't go near the Cummins.
No?
But anyway, mate.
This is Oaks Park, not, you know.
That's exactly
Oaks
right.
Parks.
That's exactly
Yeah,
right.
cop that, Joe.
Okay, now we're going to throw the same question at you. You might have had a bit of a chance to have a think about it, Dools.
Yeah.
Your best player that you think's pulled on and you can't use Blake,
No, it won't
the
be Blake.
Oaks Parks jumper.
Oaks Park's jumper is probably Paul Pascoe Senior.
Paul Pascoe Senior was one hell of a tough nut.
Very tough nut.
And the young one is in the under 13s or 15s. There's a Pesky running
There's
around
one
there.
in there, and Jack's our captain. Paul's son's our captain of the seniors.
Yeah, Jack's playing today. He's playing today. He's a very good player, is Jack.
Yes, he is a very good player.
Now, listen, mate, in a couple of minutes, as soon as we finish this, I'm going to come over and order a nice big frothy off you. If you can prepare that, it's one of your finest.
You're spitting it, I hope.
Don't go too easy with the head, mate, but thanks very much for what you do at Oak Park.
on you, boy.
Appreciate what you do for this club and what you do for the blokes that are out there playing the game.
Pleasure. Thanks very much.
Dools, good
fellas.
on you, mate.
Good on you,
Good on
boys.
you.
See you later.
Signing off.
Thank you.
Dools is out.
So, Dulls, he stole the thunder of the president. He gets up next, old mate Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff
I don't know
Lowson.
if you actually caught
Jeffy Lowson.
the big handle pot he was drinking out of. It was like a pail.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. I think Jack and Jill had gone up the hill and brought him back a beer.
I'll
mug.
tell you what, with all due respect, the boys looked like they didn't mind an ale or 7.
They'd settled in early, and I think they're still there when we leave.
My word. A couple of wise words from yet another president. So we've had Johnny Perrone last week, Perrone last week, Jeff Lorison, Lowson. Still on set.
We're still here, mate.
I'll tell you what, the first two have been pretty bloody good.
When
The
do you think
kangaroo-
this old kangaroo was drawn up here?
I reckon maybe about 1972.
No, I think Keithy Gregg might have come out and done it. But anyway, we're still here at Oaks Parks.
We are. Now, 1972, that's an important year because that's the year that our man, Jeff, who's going to come on in a second, the president, the top dog, the big show, that's when he joined Oaks Parks.
Oaks Park.
1972, that was a year before I was born.
2 years before me, but we won't bring that up with him.
No, we won't.
No,
Absolutely.
it's not
Jeff,
showing
come in
anyone's
near the
age
press. Here he is.
Welcome, mate.
Pleasure, boys.
Jeff, welcome to Shark TV, mate.
Pleasure to be on your program. It's fantastic.
Jeff, 46 years you've been involved here. When you first got here, what has changed dramatically?
The main change when I first got here, the goalpost used to run the other side of the ground.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes.
So they went wing to wing.
They certainly did.
Okay, righto.
This would have been a couple of kicks down to get the other end.
Certainly.
Now, mate, you've had time to think. We've asked about the best players. We know that old Escort is stealed yours already. I've seen your offset here.
He stealed it. That's good England.
You've got to go down now to the bottom of the barrel and find the next best.
No, it's a great question. It's hard to compare over eras, but the best I've seen in my time, I agree with our Vice President Dools, Paul Pascoe Senior.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm
very
looking
good.
up here on the wall. You've got a couple of players that have played AFL that have come from your club, mate. You know, David Roden, Jake Melksham, Matty Egan. You've had a few go through here. Most famous one?
Peter German's up there.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Good choice.
Matthew Egan, for a guy that was a satellite tennis player, to come around, he technically joined us, he was under 18s, bypassed under 18s, straight to the senior team, from there recruited.
Yep.
Turned out to be an All-Australian centre half back. You can't ask much more.
No,
than
bloody
that.
oath. That's a good effort. Now, I know that you're president. How long have you been in this current position, Jeff?
I've been on the committee for about 15 years,
Yep.
junior coach before that, been president since 2011,
Okay.
had 12 months off and come back last year.
Kids play here?
Did up until I got 2 girls, 1 boy. Son played his under 14s. He gave footy away,
Yep.
but I've given something back to the club that I've been. Mum and Dad were involved when I was a kid, so just give something back. That's
Oh,
all.
this is fair dinkum community spirit right here on Shark TV.
Mate, how many hours a week does it take you as president here?
A lot.
It'd be, I work full time, and that's a 40-hour week at work, and I'll probably spend about 40 hours football. Not all at the club. Weekends are
Yep,
very
flat
much at the
out.
club, but behind
Yep.
the scenes, probably 40 hours.
Beautiful.
You must enjoy a away game, mate. You have nothing to do, just sort of kick back, taste the sherbets as you travel around.
Love the bars at the opposition half. the clubs.
As much as he loves the canteens, have a look at him.
That's where you'll find me.
All right, well, look, now, we said this to Peter, up to Johnny Perrone last week. A little bit of luck today, but not too much. Don't forget, we still barrack for the Sharks.
So we've actually barred Johnny. We'll never speak to him again after last
No,
week.
he smashed us. Yes.
Mate, thanks very
No,
much.
thank you very much.
Appreciate what you do
No
for
worries.
Oak Park, mate. And when you're ready.
Signing
Signing
off.
off.
Shark TV.
Thank
Just another bloody hard-working president is all I can say.
Mate, a long time at one club, innit?
Yeah, 1972. Yeah, absolutely fantastic, isn't it?
Great. And he was saying his son's still playing in the under 14s. So just hang around.
And just hang around and just do a
Yeah.
good deed. Yeah, no, this
Obviously
is what it's all about.
Drinking pots, not
Yeah.
pots, pails.
My word. Okay, should we just roll the next one straight in?
Straight in.
The Strathmore Community Bank, one of the directors, Mr. Mike Garofillis, has joined us on the show.
Yeah. And-
Joe? Joe, sorry.
No, how good is that? They brought down a sponsor. We asked just to have a couple of words with a couple of the volunteers and
Yeah.
try and promote the club for them, and they brought down one of their sponsors. So
Hats off, Oak Park. Joe, drop it in, please. Mike Garofillis. Well, I'll tell you what, the red carpet's not rolled out, but they've absolutely welcomed us in here like you would not believe.
it's this is what when we sat down a couple of weeks ago and we decided we're going to do this. This is what it was all about.
100%.
And it's so
But
good to see.
Oaks Parks have bought in.
Yeah, they're on Oaks Parks TV. No, don't ever do that.
No. Now listen, community. This is all about community. It's all about voluntary. It's all about volunteers. It's all about the hard-working people. But I tell you what, Carol Wine,
Tell me, Duff.
there are companies out there, in particular the Strathmore Community Bank, who not only pump some little bit of money into the Oaks Parks Footy Club, they do it across the whole community.
The
Tennis
entire-
clubs, soccer clubs, goodness knows the gamut, the whole
lot,
gamut.
the whole lot, the whole competition.
And I tell you what, we couldn't have timed this more perfectly because we have Strathmore Community Banking representative, Mike Garofillis, and he's going to join us right now on camera.
Right, Mike, welcome.
Pleasure to be here.
No worries. Mike, welcome to Shark TV. And
Yes.
look, thank you for coming down today. It's really great to see you down here supporting your club, Oak Park, through
All
that.
clubs.
All clubs, exactly
No,
right.
but Oak Parks, yes.
Yes, absolutely. Now, Mike, can you just tell us briefly what's your role at the Strathmore Community Bank?
I'm one of the directors.
Okay.
It's a private company. It's owned by the shareholders, which are the community members.
Yep.
And we just sort of organise the funds.
Yep. Excellent.
and decide where the money's going to go.
No, very good.
We actually give out 80% of our profits.
Okay.
And also, like you, we're all volunteers.
Absolutely.
We don't get paid, which is,
Yep.
again, community spirit.
Absolutely.
So based on the back of that, Mike, you must be stoked to see the amount of not only junior boys running around, but the influx of the girls. Girls' footy's taken off,
yes.
and know that the good money that you donate on behalf of Strathmore Community Bank is going to those kids that aren't on the streets or aren't doing anything else.
Yep, that's what that's where we get our enjoyment from and satisfaction. It's just seeing our money going to good use.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's a wonderful bank, and I do really think that it's a wonderful thing that it's owned by the shareholders and the community, all that sort of stuff, and you're giving back to the community. 80% of profits, that is a very, very large sum of money, I would have thought.
Well, if you worked at AMP lately, that would have been a nice little bit sliding into the side kick. Mike, thanks for coming on, mate. Appreciate what you do, not only for the
Thank you very
EDFL,
much,
mate, but in particular today for Oak Park, mate. You know the drill, buddy. When you're ready, let's
Signing
go.
off, Shark TV. Very nice from Mike.
Mike, he was smooth.
He was as smooth as silk, wasn't he? One of the directors.
I think he really enjoyed the AMP gag. I think he really wanted to work there.
Yeah, no. He's probably got shares in the joint, the poor bastard. Anyway, no, he was good. No, Mike was really good, so that's great. Now,
never get to the real stuff.
Yeah, this is where the real show starts. And the canteen at Oaks Parks, it's right up there. It's right up there with Hillside.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. You tried the wedges. The wedges had massive raves on the way in there.
They were good.
Yeah, so we tried them, but we also had a word to Beck, who manages it out there for Oak Park.
I talk about Dools being nervous. Beck was.
I actually been out to the powder room and just touched up just his case.
Oh, really?
Robbing, yeah.
Joe, if you wouldn't mind, let's have a chat to Beck, shall we? Yep. Viewers, back now. We are in the serious part of Oaks Parks Football Club, the epicentre, the canteen where it all happens.
Big week at Craigieburn last week. We tried the hot dog. It was okay. Yeah. I'm looking forward to today, though.
Absolutely.
We've had some feedback on the way in.
Oh, but it's a gastronomic tour.
So
the lady in charge, you go.
Give me your name.
The lady in charge is Beck, and Beck's going to come and join us right in here now.
Beck, welcome. How have you found the change in canteens and the way in which food has changed over the years?
I believe that people are after more fresh food, and going away from a little bit of the hot dogs and the pies and wanting something different. So that's what our offerings are. So we have our favourites being the schnitzel rolls and the roast beef rolls, our salad rolls, probably our three biggest ones for our senior games.
Our cameraman enjoys a salad roll with a potato cake in it. Is that abnormal?
That is not abnormal. Salad roll with a potato cake in it, a dim sum in it. We've had many orders of different things for different
He has
days.
absurd taste, our cameraman. Absurd.
That's not normal. So the evolution of the schnitzel roll, it's taken off at local clubs. But on the way in here, we were told we had to ensure we tried the wedges. There was great feedback on the wedges. There was great feedback on the roast beef rolls. One of our supporters asked, we have to ask where you get your wedges from because they actually like the way they're cooked.
Well, I've been told off. Sandra, she said, no recipe.
No recipe?
No, get nicked. I said, get lost.
So, listen, thanks for what you do here. I appreciate what you do at local footy level. Busy day. You've been here. What time do you start?
7:30 every morning.
Ooh, see, volunteers, hard-working volunteers.
Hard-working volunteers. You ready to sign off? Are we done?
Yeah, you go.
Here we go. You ready?
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 Signing off, Shark TV.
Come on,
Beck,
come
give
on,
us one.
here's
Yeah. Okay. We're back again, and we are joined here by Sandra, who's been working in the canteen for Sandra. How long?
3 years at Oak Park.
Now, Doff, let's just be clear here. We try to get out. Sandra, no, you got to put me on screen. You got to put me on screen. I want to be part of this. Sandra, you're finally here now.
Yes.
Don't go all shy.
No, I'm not. I won't.
I think you have.
Yeah. Now, Sandra, tell us, please, what is the most popular thing on your menu in the Oaks Parks canteen?
You're talking about senior day or junior day?
All over.
Roast beef rolls, schnitzel rolls, and our salad rolls. We've already
just sold out. We must have healthy members up there at Hillside.
And the hot dogs, of course.
A hot dog, you can't go wrong with a hot dog.
Whatever happened to the old Bogan Dust and the Nescafe 43? I see you got a coffee machine here, a bit of cafe latte.
Very popular. That people wait for us to open in the morning to have their morning coffee.
No, their coffee, magnificent.
Bacon and egg roll.
Magnificent.
Bacon and egg roll. You got me beat. There's no bacon and egg rolls now, is there?
No.
No? Oh, we're cooked.
I might get one knocked up later on for you.
We'll see how we go.
All right.
We'll see.
We're about to start. The boys are out there warming up. They're about to go.
Yes.
Sandra, thank you very, very much for all of your efforts and your volunteers.
You ready? You know how it goes?
Yeah, to sign off.
You ready?
The Shark
Come
TV.
on.
Signing off, Shark TV. I don't think that Beck was. Well, she wasn't all that happy about being on. And Sandra and Anna and Randall, they just saw straight under the bus.
Yeah, they just said,
the
"Well."
Castoria heading down Paco Road, and she went boom, boom, straight over.
We're all. Mate, so we're sort of done with Oak Park. We've interviewed all of them, and they were great. I really look forward to the next one, the next away game, wherever that will be.
We don't know.
But the highlight of this week, the highlight of this weekend is the great man Warwick.
Our man, our boy.
Hillside
Shark TV's
own. He joined us last night right here at this magnificent desk. And it's fair to say we think we're funny, but we just
no. We are mere amateurs when it comes to the great man. He cut an absolute sway through them.
Yeah, he spent an hour or so in the green room around at Alfie's and come here with...
yeah, I thought he called it a powder room.
He come here with an absolute...
He was up and about, wasn't he? Oh, goodness gracious. Would you like a beer walker? No, I'm right, thanks.
From the word go, when we introduce him in this next clip that Joe will drop in, we had him hook, line and sinker.
Yeah, not...
And then he took the rods right off us.
Yeah, absolutely. I must admit, I'm not pursuing your pocket, but I'll tell you what, your intro, that was one of some of your better work. And you surprised the shit out of him and us. It was very good.
And then his nice old words to you are great. So, Joe, this is...
this is high quality TV, this is.
Drop this one in. And we might be back later if we can get ourselves up off the floor.
Shark TV.
Doff, do us a favour, mate.
Go on.
Tell me what's going on here. I'm getting a bit excited.
I'm not going to tell you what's going on.
Why not?
Because I'm a little bit too excited.
I've watched you for the last 15 minutes and there is no joking about this. You're like a 14-year-old with a people...
I feel like Di Ricciardo's just won the Chinese Grand Prix.
No, Shuey's here. We know what's happening.
Tell me. Go and tell the audience. Tell our thousands of fans.
388 goals.
Really?
124 games. The best number 39 ever to pull on a Sydney Swans jumper.
Oh, my gosh. It could only be one.
Adam Huskis.
Oh, what?
No, it's not Adam Huskis. No, it's not.
Oh, it's not.
Welcome, Wiz.
This is Warwick, the Lee Meaning Side Machine, blonde-haired, blue-eyed, ready for takeoff for Hillside TV. And I've got my friend here, Pinocchio. He's come all the way from Ballarat.
Hey, just be careful, mate. If he does lie, it does grow.
Mine?
I'll give it to you. That's okay.
Is everyone happy I'm here?
Mate, yeah,
We could not be happier, I can tell you right now.
Look down the camera, boys, and go, Warwick Cap.
Warwick Kappa.
You fucking guilty.
That's the way. Welcome to Shark TV, Warwick Kappa.
Thanks,
My goodness gracious.
Thanks, Pinocchio. What's the first question, mate?
The first question, he's going to ask it.
Wes, you started off your junior career at Oakley. Can you tell us which club they were?
Oakley Blue Club and Districts. When I was 9 years of age, played with the great David Reese Jones.
In the same age, or was he one above?
He's one above.
Yeah. You would have beaten him anyway.
Actually had 16 best and fairest between us, even though 7 over cricket. It's still a fucking trophy.
And you won 15 of them?
Yeah, I won 14, yeah.
I won a bowl on average one year, but it was a 10 pin. I don't tell anyone that. Mate, you're a 2-time runner-up in the Coleman Medal, 1 to Tony Lockett. How does it feel to be runner-up to Brian Taylor?
Didn't matter. I made 40,000 a week.
Now, can I ask you a real...
First man dollar full forward and worth every cent.
Oh, there's no doubt, mate. I'll tell you, you got me front of...
Bristol beat me.
Now, I was going to ask you what. Luke's asking all the funny questions.
I never won a Brownlow, but I had a gold record.
Absolutely.
And a gold point, a triple S Kappa.
Oh, yeah, triple S.
1.6 million copies sold.
1.6 million. I tell you what, you jumped ahead of the... Yeah, I was going to ask you that. 1.6 million copies, is that right?
1.3 were gay. 300,000 hated me guts, but they bought a copy.
And of course, I think we might have bought a copy, but I've watched the Hilton one as well. Mate, let's go quick glance at your career. So 124 games.
35 night games, yep.
35 night games.
155 and I had a fight with Peter Knight, so it would have been 250, but Peter Knights couldn't coach pigs be dirty, so I spent 16 games in the reserves where I was on 40,000 a week. I was the highest paid seconds player in history.
In history. So is it true that we just call him a minibus because he's not really a coach?
Yeah, he's just he's part-time. A nice bloke, but couldn't coach pigs be dirty. He should have stayed at basketball. Good player, though.
Yeah, he was. Best player you ever played with?
Besides myself, probably the hardest opponent was ex-wife. Besides that, best player, Greg Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah, good play, Greg Williams.
I was on the front bar on Thursday and had the highlights, and everyone got very excited. Everyone's going, Cappuccinos! You're back at your team! And Greg Williams, he looked 75, I look 31.
You do look 31, Walk. You're looking pretty good for your age.
He needs to go to my beautician, Greg's. He's lost all his hair.
Now,
he thinks he's Ron Barassi still. He's got Alzheimer's.
Now, listen, mate, you mentioned you sing a little bit earlier. I only take what's mine.
Yeah.
Miff Warhurst. You know, Miff, she was on the Channel 2. She voted in the top 10 worst songs of all time. Do you reckon she got no taste at all, has she?
Probably a lesbian. No, she's no good.
I think it's a fit.
So where's
no one knows that. Doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
She can't sing. It doesn't matter. You can take the good with the bad, and I thought it was quite good. I went number 1 in Kuwait. It didn't go too good in Australia, but it did make top 10 though.
And then you rebadged it for your tax?
They called me the Millie of the 80s. It's had nothing like me, but it didn't matter.
No, but let me tell you, I watched as a young fellow, I might have watched that film clip a couple of times because those brothers were chasing
it
you through
got
the
bums
bar.
on seats and it brought people to Sydney.
Well, that's what we're trying to do here, Walk. We're actually trying to bring the people to the game, and that's what you did to AFL football, didn't you? You brought everybody to Sydney.
We're getting 6,000 a game. When I finish, we're getting 29,000.
Absolutely. Now as
It was Kappa Mania for 16 years.
Absolutely. Well, now listen.
Swanettes. I put them in the Triple X Kappa video. They were great.
Did they all join in?
Yeah, I had 5 of them. They were all good friends.
Just
We
5?
used to have match practice in the spa before the game.
Did you really? Oh, my
Half
goodness.
time I was worn out. I was tired.
We could go on for absolute hours sitting here, mate, but we've got a function to get to, which you're coming up to Hillside for.
Thanks to Alfie, DJ Bingo, best show in Australia. Thanks to Warwick Kappa, Alfie and Dipper, and Coxie, my apprentice.
Now, Walk, you must be absolutely flabbergasted to be...
You're welcome.
To be touring around the country with the international DJ Elf Catania.
Straight from the wine bar.
Elf is fantastic. I was just saying tonight, thanks for looking after me, Elf. It's the worst I've been paid in 27 years.
What, you've actually...
He's that tight he squeaks. He's lucky I like him.
He wouldn't shout if a shark bit him out.
Oh, he's good.
Now,
sandwich last week.
Now, okay. Now, what, you're still running the same feathers up here. What are your thoughts on Alfie's toupee?
Now, I thought he had one because I touched it when I was in Machuca.
You touched his too?
It sort of come off.
Oh, no.
That was fantastic.
Oh, was it?
He's had that much plastic surgery. When he cries, the tears run down his back. Just ask Sam Newman. He's drained in. Alfie, he's a perfect size. He's a walking head job. He's 5'2". He's fantastic for the next. He's my next fluffer and next porno. Triple S Kappa 2. He's in.
Triple S Kappa 2. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.
Stay tuned. The Hillside TV.
Now listen, Walk. I can't believe it.
Yes, Pinocchio.
I cannot believe that you haven't got a gig on Feb's bloody Bucks. What the frig is going on?
Because I didn't want to go.
Oh, well, you just threw it out there, just a bit of a tease.
The manager rang up and just said I wanted to go, but Bale's a shithole. I've been going there for 20 years.
No, the wine bar's all right, according to Elf.
Wide bar good, Elf's place is good, but there's too many Mexicans.
Too many Mexicans.
But what's the go there? I mean, Fev's taken his wife to be on the Bucks. No wonder you didn't want to go.
No, I just said that. Because I said, oh, yeah, I want to go, but I didn't want to go.
Nah, fair enough, mate.
Of course you wanted to come. But anyway, mate, at one stage you're a skills coach out of Southport. What skill were you up there teaching them? I can only imagine this is going to be great.
I wasn't a skills coach, but I actually played there for $2,000 a game back in '92.
Just $2,000?
Just a lazy
Oh,
two.
just a deduction for him?
And I was actually ruck, changing full forward. Had a bad year, kicked 92, but we won the flag and
playing in the ruck,
just resting out of full forward.
Yeah, fair enough. That's fair enough.
Yeah, they won about. We had actually premiership, second and third. We got 3 years in a row. And I was also sponsored by CFM, 90.9 CFM. They were a little sponsor on the side. It was Warwick Kappa's Raging Rockwards. Thanks to Southport Sharks. Win now and ring now on 915 0000 and get the artist out of key. This is Warwick Kappa. Goes to opening of envelope. The meter maid.
Well, talk about the meter maid. Well, that's a beautiful segue down there.
Oh, what about the new...
Hey, who's there? Richard Cranium's back.
Is that Pauline Hanson? Yeah, fuck. You're in the next porno, Pauline. You're fantastic.
You serious?
Should have walked in head job.
Now listen, Wiz, on a serious note, the team of the century at Sydney. Well, we've done a bit of homework, Wiz. I mean, we are media magnates.
The only reason I didn't get in the team of the century is because I begged the chairman of selectors. I told him to just keep things in his pants, and he wasn't happy. We're all friends now, and I didn't make that team, so I didn't talk to Swans for 3 years.
We're a bit disappointed.
But they put me in the Hall of Fame, though. They put me in the Hall of Fame 4 years later.
Oh, did they?
Wiz, can you sign that for me, Wiz?
Yeah, mate.
Oh, look
at that. Wiz, there's a photo there. Just come up a little bit higher. Thanks, Richard.
Where's my picture?
There's no picture there. That's a team of the century photo.
Well, I won't be asked for that, mate. I'm in the Hall of Fame. It's better. And Ricky Crowe was the chairman of selectors, and he didn't want to put me in. But it doesn't matter. We're friends now.
Now,
Okay.
Mark Bay's got a game and I couldn't get one.
I can't believe Mark Bay's got a game.
I know. I only made that club under $100 million in 12 years.
Yeah, Wiz.
Is there any chance, mate, you might be able to don the Hillside Shark game in a couple of Super Rules games this year?
Certainly. For a lazy 9,000, I'm there.
9,000? Sign him right now.
A show and I play and I come off the bench.
Okay, so we've got a very...
I stay in the girls' square to look after the rig.
So
we've got a very good full forward at
I was
Hillside.
in Dad's bags when you were in Baghdad.
That's right.
What do you reckon, Pinocchio?
I reckon that's all right.
Lovely.
Now listen,
scare jump.
Before we...
It's like Eddie the Eagle.
Before we go...
I love this show.
It's
almost got my show to platform on Aurora. Friday evenings at 8:30. Make sure you tune into Warwick Kappa. Powder finger last week. We had
Shark TV next week.
We had Dipper, Brian Maggs, Warwick Kappa. What else do you want?
Nothing much. Now listen, I'm going to ask... Hey, Kappa!
Oh, fuck off, mate.
Now, walk. Now listen. A quick question before we go, because we've got to go down to DJ Bingo.
I've got to go home money.
That's right.
Full house tonight, 2 sold out.
Don't take the piss, right?
Yeah, and my mate kicked 5 goals today. He's out there.
Yes. No, you kicked 4. That was
On my bad days, I kick 5.
That's right.
On
your left.
If only you play a quarter.
Now listen, quickly. Jeffrey Eggleston's an 88-year-old man, and he is as rich as the brokest man of all time. He's running around with a 24-year-old blonde female.
Half his luck. He can't get a fat, but I can. He can't get a fat, but I can, Caps.
Don't you sit there and tell me that you didn't have a little bit of a crack there at Leanne Eggleston. Go on, tell the viewers, no one watches this show. You can say it.
Okay, she was just good fun, and we had a bit of match practice in the spa. Nothing happened. I played hide the sausage weekly, but it was a fantastic 4 years.
There you go, viewers. There's a scoop right there.
Here's a fucking scoop. Jeffrey couldn't get a fat, but I could. You fucking ripper. Nah, she's a good friend.
Yeah, good. Excellent. Right, well, now listen, we've got to push on.
Okay, let's push on for the show
now,
tonight.
You know when we sign off, we've got to do the shark thing, the sign off. You saw us do it when we warmed up.
This is Warwick Kappa coming to you from the Hillside Football Club.
The Burnside Bears TV show. The Bears TV.
Bears.
No good. You can't get these big stars on the show like we did.
You can for a fee of $5,000, but tonight's fucking free.
That's right.
It's the cheapest show I've done in 27 years, thanks to Alfred Gonzo. Oh, he's that tight, he squeaks. He's stuck it right up with no lube. He's fantastic.
Righto. Signing off. We're off to DJ Bingo. Warwick Kappa. Signing off Shark TV.
DJ Bingo and Shark TV. You pisser.
I reckon we were about 6 or 7 in by that stage. He wasn't, but anyway, we'll push on. And we just rolled straight out the front door, took off around the corner to the sheds, and enjoyed a fantastic night. I've got a couple of Scotty Marsden flicked me a couple of photos today.
Yeah.
And we're going to incriminate some people with those photos.
Good.
So we'll just get Joe to throw those in for us as we sort of rattle along and talk rubbish here. But fantastic.
But again, great function. DJ Bingo, well done to Alfie. He's got the Wiz. He's got Dipper on there.
Yeah, he's got Coxie from the Roxy.
Coxie from the Roxy, who's just was his apprentice.
Walker's apprentice. He loves it, doesn't he?
But geez, mate. What a great night.
Just before I go, just back onto the Oaks Parks, very, very quickly, a big cheerio to Sandra, Anna and Randall, who are always also working in the kitchen. We did have a chat to Sandra, but due to time constraints, we had to cut it out.
No apologies, Sandra, but the Wiz takes over.
Yeah, the Wiz is the highlight, that's for sure. Now, we're just about done. There's a couple of things that we'd just like to think. Shout out there to Hudson Shaw, who made his debut.
He's D-Butt. Well done to Huddo.
Yes, and he was so nervous, your daughter actually had to patch him up. He tripped over his own feet, fell on the asphalt and scratched and cut both his bloody hands open just before the game.
Blood roll before the game started.
Absolutely. So, you're inching a cord out to stitch him up and bloody get him all cleaned up. He was good to go.
5th of May is our next game up at Sharks Parks. We've also coincided the Ladies' Day against West Meadows. And
it coincides with the day that Tuna has to play against his old team for the first time.
Good old Churchy. Yeah. No Dane Swan there. He only got clear for 2 games. Bad luck, Dano.
Don't be taking the piss out of West Meadows. They go good.
You take a piss out of Swanee.
Right.
We've got the Wiz.
True.
Who's Swanee, West Meadows? So 5th of May, Ladies' Day. It's traditionally been an absolute...
ugly.
An absolute... And I think the only thing that this year we'll miss is there's no Moddy.
No, well, I think we might fly him in for a special.
Special gig. He's always there to soaking up a drip tray somewhere.
Talking about him and talking about that, a beautiful segue into our sponsors. Regroup Logistics. D. Mott's one of the directors of Regroup, and he always tips in. Yeah. He's a good man, isn't he?
Along with our own world-famous Nick Paciulo's Urban Restaurant Refurbishment Group.
Correct. That's right. We've got to get a little sign. He gave me a bit of a pull through the other day.
Did he?
About that. Anyway, absolutely. Righto.
DJ Bingo. Do yourself a favour.
Get on it.
I think I've
Caroline?
had enough, Pinocchio.
I'm done. Yes, I'm done with you too. Thank you very much. Signing off, viewers. Shark TV.
You don't have to be beautiful to turn me on. I just need your body, baby, from dusk till dawn.
Microphone's in my right ear and Luke's microphone's in my left ear.
Really? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you can only hear one in each ear. With the microphones.
Warwick Kappa. Warwick Kappa. Warwick Kappa. Warwick Kappa.
When Luke's